Welcome to Wakizashi's Teahouse, Gray's Pick and Mix. Hello, how you doing? This is Gray over at Wakizashi's Teahouse in Japan. I hope you're good. I hope you're genki. Let me just check everything's working all right. Have a quick look on YouTube. Seems to be going. Yes. So, if you're out there, do give me a shout out in the chat. I'd love to hear from you. It's, Monday night here, 8:05 p.m. A cold and chilly day it's been today. I had a busy day at work, and now I'm just glad to be talking some comics. So, what's been going on? What's been going on, guys? Anything good? Anything exciting? We have Squeaker Mouse. How you doing? Great to see you. Good morning, good afternoon and evening. I think it's early where you are, isn't it? Great to see you. Thank you so much for popping in. That's awesome. Yeah, what's new? What's new with you? Oh my God, 5 a.m. That's crazy. That's really early. The time changed, isn't it? You're on, is it winter? Winter time now, so we're even further apart. I can't believe it, Squeaker. The time has got even further. It's crazy. So, yes, things are good. Had a good weekend. A little bit of a lazy weekend, to be honest, where I did a stream on Saturday, talking a bit more about Godzilla -1. Then I made a review of Monarch Legacy of Monsters, which I think is completely overrated, but only been 2 episodes so far, so you never know. Hopefully it will get better. And you know, Kurt Russell's in that. Come on, you can't go wrong with Kurt Russell, can you? And his son playing him like Kurt Russell, younger version of him, so that's really cool. Squeaker, it's Thanksgiving break week. Oh, that's awesome. You get a break, don't you? Over in Japan, in the schools here, we don't get autumn break. We don't get a fall break. We just have, we had quite a long summer break, and then we get winter. So have to wait until around, when is it? I think it's the 23rd, 24th. I think we finish on the 23rd this year, December, and actually get Christmas Eve, Christmas Day off, because it falls on a weekend. That's the only reason. Hey, great to see you. Michael in the chat. How you doing? It's 6 a.m. where you are, and it's 5 a.m. where Squeaker is. That's crazy, isn't it? What a crazy world. So your week is just starting, and mine's already started. It was a pretty good Monday, quite busy day at work. But anyway, enough waffle from me. Let's have a look. What we're going to do, we're going to talk about comics. Oh my God, you came here for Gray and you get comics, comic talk. Crazy, right? Let's have a look over on new comics from last week. Okay, let's see if I can figure this out, because I'm doing this like on the spur of the moment here. We're on OBS now, StreamYard. I say I've kind of not given up, but StreamYard's been letting me down, as I've told you before, so I've gone back to just doing it all by myself on OBS, which is a lot of fun. It's fun, but you have to do everything literally in real time. It's crazy. Whereas StreamYard lets you do it does a lot of it for you. That's why it's so heavy. Crazy heavy. So, here we go. Well, I've got you in the chat, Michael. Did you read any good comics last week? And Squeaker, do you even read comics? Or are you a manga fan? I'm curious. I've never really talked to you about that before. But, as you know, I'm a big comic head. But I had a bit of a lazy week last week. I don't know why. I'm not even sure what happened. Excuses, but I didn't read that many comics last week. Gray, you lightweight. Okay, let's see. So, as you can see on the screen, the most pulled issue last week was Detective Comics. Let me just make this bigger so I can see it better. Detective Comics issue, where are we? 1077. That's insane, isn't it? Can you believe that's been going for like over 1,000 issues? I'm not reading Detective, although I did read last month's issue, and it was pretty good. But Detective has become famous it's been written by Ram V, who's been telling a very long form story. It's been going on for, I don't even know how long he's been writing it now, but people are complaining that the story is just going on forever. But some people seem to like it. It's selling well. $4.99 for that. I've heard that the backup is very good. There's a backup by Dan Waters. He's a British writer whose work I usually really enjoy. So I must get to that issue. I must get a copy because say I've been lazy. Michael's saying that this week it was Green Lantern. Hey, mate, I've heard really good things about that. Again, I've been a bit lazy. I've not picked it up yet. I want to catch up with that. Green Lantern, for me, is a fairly new character. I've never read him before, apart from a brief look into the Grant Morrison run, which wasn't very good, was it? I love Grant Morrison from his older works, from the old days of Animal Man, Doom Patrol, as you know, Invisibles, but his more recent stuff hasn't been working for me. Maybe it's just me. G.I. Joe 301. I couldn't believe that was like, no way. I mean, I think it's awesome. They've restarted it and continuing the run with Larry Hama from issue 301. Is that right? So does it pick up pretty much where it left off? Because I've never got into G.I. Joe either. I've mentioned this before, but I grew up in the UK, so we didn't really have it. We had our version of it. We had Action Man, and then it became Action Force, kind of a British version of G.I. Joe, and then eventually they got the G.I. Joe figures, finally came over to the UK. But I'm talking when I was growing up then. I was like 16, 17, I think. So I kind of missed it all. Didn't have the cartoon either. A Real American Hero. Michael's saying he liked issue 2 of Spine-Tingling Spider, but he hated Superior. Really? Superior issue 1 dropped, didn't it? And Spine-Tingling issue 2. Again, I kind of scammed? What? I skimmed through issue 1 of Superior Spider-Man, but it didn't really jump out at me, apart from seeing that Spider-Boy was in it again. Spine-Tingling, I need to read, Michael, because I read issue 1. Surprisingly, that review I did as well, it did quite well for me. It's been ticking over. Maybe that there are no reviews of it on YouTube, I guess, so people are checking mine out. It's doing all right. Okay, so thanks for that. It's good to know. What else did we have? We had Batman and Robin issue 3. Again, very, very mixed things about that. That's what I'm hearing. Batman and Robin issue 3. The art is a bit kind of all over the place. What's it called? Let me just double check. I'll have to go into it. I'll have to go and have a deeper look. Simon Di Meo. He's got a really cool style, but when he does action, when he draws action, it gets a bit confusing, a bit chaotic. Look, there's the cover to give you an idea. That's his style. Yeah, I don't know. It gets a bit hard to follow. Or hey, maybe just me. Maybe because I'm old. Maybe it's that. That's been written by Joshua Williamson, and I've heard very mixed reviews of this one, the latest one. So yeah, a bit disappointing because I'm not reading the regular Batman title at the moment. I dropped out of that. Sad to say. Okay, we also had, where are we? As you say, Green Lantern, which is a huge recommendation from people I respect, people's views I respect and listen to. They say it's great. That's issue 5. Immortal Thor issue 4 dropped. I'm not reading that, but I'm hearing good things if you're a Thor fan. Al Ewing's writing there. Daredevil issue 3. Okay, I did read this and I liked it. I'm not saying it's great, but it was decent. I gave it a pretty strong 7 out of 10. Daredevil pounds pavement and breaks bones on a crusade against the upstart gang terrorizing Hell's Kitchen. But that crusade will put Matt face to face with his deadliest enemy and threaten the very souls of those closest to him. So, should I reveal the ending? It's not really spoilers, but what do you call it? The big villain at the end of issue 3, Bullseye. Bullseye appeared. Yay! Where is he? He's got a picture of him here. There we go. Bullseye. So that's a definite, I think they dropped that because maybe it's not been doing that well. It's only issue 3. I reckon the sales are kind of so-so. So it's like, okay, let's drop in a major villain, and Bullseye is one of the big ones. So yeah, he stars in right at the end of issue 3. So issue 4 should be a Bullseye-centric story. Yes, that's right. Let me get back to that. So, Squeaker, what were you saying, you star? I know nothing of comics. I'm just here to listen to something you're passionate about and enjoy the talk. It's been a while, and so here I am. Thank you. It's super cool to listen to. Really? I don't know about that. And thanks, Michael. Thanks for the greetings and the good wishes. That's awesome. Yeah, I love talking about things that I'm passionate about, but I don't know. Recently, I've been a bit like, I don't know about comics at the moment. Mainly because of the The big two. The big two are not really putting out a lot of great content. Let's double check that's looking okay. Yes, we're looking good, aren't we? Hi. I'm not looking at the main screen at the moment. I'm on the comics page. So, oh right. We also had Ghost Rider issue 20, which I reviewed with Jim from Weird Science Comics. That's on his YouTube page. I think he dropped the video of that. Again, it was okay, not amazing. It's been a fairly decent run by Ben Percy. Let's have a look. I gave it 6 out of 10, so not the greatest score for that. I've enjoyed this new character. I think she's new, maybe new to Ben Percy. He created her. Talia Warroad. What a great name. Talia Warroad. She's been working together with Johnny Blaze, the Ghost Rider, the original Ghost Rider. And they've been on the trail of these, like the cult of Mephisto. It's been good. It's been good for like a horror comic, kind of, with an occult theme to it. So I've enjoyed that. But yeah, from what I hear, it's ending very soon, and they're going to relaunch it. Another Marvel relaunch next year. Are you surprised? Another chance to drop a new number one. Another chance to drop like 200, oh, I'm exaggerating, maybe 20 variant covers. So what do you think? What's going on? Why do Marvel keep doing it? It's only got up to issue 20, and yeah. First of all, I heard it was being cancelled. It was finishing off, and then I heard this news that they're doing the relaunch yet again. Can you believe it? I don't believe it. Can't colour me surprised with that, I have to say. So, what else? Where are we? Spawn, issue 347 dropped. Again, look at that. It's in the top row. It's become much more popular than it used to be. Bit of a resurgence of Spawn. But, yet again, I didn't get round to this issue. I didn't even buy a copy. I don't know with Spawn at the moment. I'm more interested in Gunslinger Spawn and King Spawn. They're the two I've been enjoying the most. But, did you get any reviews? I got a couple of reviews. 4 stars and 4.5 out of 5, so pretty good reviews for it. This has been one hell of a build-up to issue 350, says Jariah Shine. Nice. So yeah, almost up to 350. How far are we from it? So this was 347. We've got, 348, 349, and then at the end of January next year, Jan 31st, issue 350 of Spawn drops. As far as I know, it's going to be the new main artist will be Brett Booth. That's right, folks. He's moved from Gunslinger Spawn. He's going to be on the main Spawn title from January next year, from issue 350. Wow, 48 pages, $4.99. So it's a bit more than the usual price, the regular price, because good old Todd McFarlane's been keeping them at $2.99. Let's have a quick scan at $3.51 and see. Oh, good, it does drop back down to $2.99. Come on, fair play to Todd McFarlane and Image for doing that. But there we go, look, the artist is Brett Booth, so looks like he's here. He's going to be here to stay for Spawn, so I'll probably get back into that. I'll probably pick it back up when he takes over on the art duties. Okay. Couple of variant covers but that's, we're talking next year, January, and then this is the February issue. 351. Right then. Where are we? What's going on? Every time I go back to the League of Comic Geeks page, of course it shows this week's new releases, but I have to click back to last week. What was coming out? So, what else? Anything else catch your eye? Let's see. We did have, where are we? Michael mentioned it. Superior Spider-Man 1. $5.99 for that. It's pricey. Again, that's been getting mixed reviews from what I heard. Blade issue 5 dropped. Now, I reviewed this again with Jim on his channel. Blade versus the Adana round 1 fight. This was pretty decent, but what was weird is it felt like we'd missed an issue. It opens like after a huge fight, which the last 4 issues have been building up to. It's like, wait a minute. What happened to that fight? Where did it go? Did we miss it? I even went back and checked. Like I'd read the last issue, how it ended. It's like, no, I didn't miss anything. So it was a bit weird. Maybe it was rushed or something. We missed this big fight. We got the after effects of that, but the art's good. It's got Eleanor Casagrande back on the art there. She did a great job, and it was pretty decent. I'd heard rumours it was being cancelled, but from what Jim was saying, he got in contact with the writer, Brian Hill, and he was saying, nope, not being cancelled, still going. So let's have a look on the solicitations. There we go. We can see issues 6, 7, and 8 are listed there. So hopefully it's still going up to February. So yeah, it's been fun, that. The writer, Brian Hill, and the artist, they've brought back the sexiness to Blade, which I think was missing. Quite rare to have it in a Marvel comic these days. But yeah, it was fun, it was cool, it was sexy. Okay, let's go back. That's right. Poor old man Grey obsessed with sexy comics. So sad. It's ridiculous. Should we go down to the third row? Again, I'm just like going past comics I haven't read, but the Wesley Dodds The Sandman issue 2 dropped. Robert Venditti. Again, haven't read it. I'm not a fan of the art by Riley Rossimo, but people were saying it's okay. And there we go, Spine-Tingling Spider-Man. Michael was talking about that. I must get round to it. Are there any reviews? Let's have a quick look. Oh yeah, a few reviews. Fun issue. The spookiness factor remains high. My curiosity is piqued, says Comic Fan 91. I enjoyed the first volume. This is even more horrific, says a name I can't pronounce. Cool. Yeah, well done. Really good art. It feels like something Blumhouse could bring to a film. Okay, interesting. And someone else saying, love the artwork. The story is creepy. I'm pretty sure it's Mysterio, which would be awesome. So, Michael, you're saying I need to read it, yeah? Sounds like it. Okay, good. I'm looking for a good Spider-Man comic because I can't find one with the regular monthly at the moment. I should say twice monthly. Zeb Wells. I'm out. If you saw my review of the last issue, I'm out. And even though that's coming out this week, Wednesday, the next issue is like, oh man, I've had enough. I've had enough of Spider-Man and the rec rap nonsense. Anyway, so that was it. That was it for last week. Let's talk about this week. But first of all, let's get back to you guys in the chat if you're still there. Okay, Michael, stop getting King Spawn after issue 24. Yeah, I understand, mate. I've been enjoying that probably the most. Most people love Gunslinger the most, but King Spawn's been good for the horror content, and I love the art by, I think it's Javi Fernandez on there. Okay, better than issue 1, so Spine-Tingling Spider-Man, yeah? Good, I will check it out. Check it! Nice one. I finally worked out how to do the pop-out chat, so I can actually read your chat while I'm going along. I can't highlight comments because I say I'm not on StreamYard. Sorry about that. Okay, let me double check. Back to the studio for a second. Looking good. Everything is working fine. Yes. So, what is coming out for next week? Well, I say next week, but you know, it means this week. From tomorrow, from Tuesday and Wednesday. I don't know. Let's do this instead. Hello. Just felt like being weird. I'm bonkers. Okay, a bit of Rocky horror for you. So, where are we? We do have coming out Nightwing, if you're buying it. I don't know. As I say, Amazing Spider-Man 38. It's still not Gang War. Ladies and gentlemen, we're still leading up to that. It's been going on forever and ever, the build-up. It's the end of the Rec Rap interlude story. One I'll probably read and pick up is here. Batman Superman World's Finest, issue 21. Let's have a look at this. This has been so much fun and gorgeous to look at with the art by Dan Mora. Here's a quick synopsis for it. Issue 21. Mark Waid continues his return to the world of Kingdom Come. Superman and Batman, having followed Boy Thunder to Kingdom Come, find themselves in that world on a path to an apocalyptic future. Can the world's finest team prevent the transformation of Boy Thunder into the villainous Magog, or is his fate sealed? Interesting how he's relating it, you know, bringing it, leading it up to Kingdom Come. But yeah, it's just worth getting for the art. This really, really good, and it's still $3.99 for a fun and beautifully drawn comic. There's the main cover by Dan Mora, I guess. We got a Brian Hitch, World's Finest variant there. Who else is doing the variants? A Crystal Kung DC Holiday variant. Wow. Oh, a McFarlane Toys variant. Look at that. That's pretty cool. A chunky Superman figure there. Action figures. And we also have a Sanford Green cardstock variant. Old-fashioned style Superman. Batman looking cool. And one more. There is a 1 in 50, so hard to get. Murko Kolak cardstock variant. Okay, look at that. It's pretty weird, isn't it? Interesting design. It's a bit like a movie poster or something. Okay, okie dokie. Are you reading World's Finest? That is the question. Michael was saying he got Speed Force issue 1 last week and it's a skip, is it? Skip it, skip it. Let's have a laugh at that. Do they show up in the chat? Skip it. I couldn't get past the first few pages, Michael. I had someone sort of let me see a review copy, digital review copy, and the art was, whoa. I was like, okay, I'm not really sure about this. And the kind of, hey kids, look at this. I can use kids lingo, which is really current kind of writing in it. So, Michael's saying he's getting Amazing Spider-Man, World's Finest 21, Uncanny Spider-Man. That's another one I'm looking out for. I've been enjoying that, Michael. It's cool. GL War Journal. Is that the Green Lantern one? Yeah, that's been good as well. I forgot that was coming out. J. Garrick Flash, Justice League versus Kong versus Godzilla. Tell you what, I should be reading that, shouldn't I? Just by the title. But I didn't read the first one. Yeah. We also have Superman. Superman issue 8 is coming out. The next part of Chained. I enjoyed the last issue. Immortal X-Men and Wolverine, if you're reading those. Sorry, I'm not. I'm not into the X-Men at the moment. Apart from Uncanny Spider-Man. Titans, and then Wonder Woman issue 3 from Tom King. Yeah. It seems to be dividing people. A lot of Tom King fans, shall I say, they love it. But I think regular readers are kind of like, not sure about the direction he's taking this in. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, let's have a look. On the second row, we have the new issue of Incredible Hulk, which has been cool. It's got a proper horror theme to it, horror vibe. And look at this cover. We've got Ghost Rider starring in this issue. Let's just make that bigger set. Look at that. What a great cover. Haha. Yes. Should we look at the variants while I'm here? Ooh. And then it went really small. Art by Salvador LaRocca. Okay, Derek Chew's Night's End variant. Not sure why. It's got Moon Knight on there. And a Nick Klein wraparound variant. Cool. Mr. Garcin variant. Ooh, it's a weird one, isn't it? What do you think? Made up of other, Hulk covers and images. I like the main one. But yeah. Attack of the Zombie Ghost Rider. Charlie reminds Bruce that he's more than a man on the run. He's an Avenger, a hero, and heroes help people. When their travels lead them to a Texas town under attack by dreaded monstrosities known as war devils, it's time for the Hulk to step in. But he rouses an undead spirit of vengeance from his eternal slumber, summoning a 100-year-old Ghost Rider to ride down the Hulk. It's pretty cool. Sounds awesome. So that's written by Philip Kennedy Johnson, art by Nick Klein. Okay, good to hear Nick Klein's back on the main art, is he? Let me double check. I think so, because we'd had a change in the art for the last few issues. So excellent. Oh, it's $3.99 it's saying, is it? I thought it was $4.99 now, the Hulk. Didn't even notice that. Oh, I hope so. I hope it's dropped $1. That would be awesome. What do you think? Are you buying the Hulk? Yeah, Void Rivals, Michael. It's coming up, isn't it? Yeah, the next issue. That's been doing pretty well, hasn't it? People really enjoying that. Okay, we also have the JSA, issue 7, Catwoman 59, Void Rivals, as you said, issue 6. That's been a lot of fun. It's been good. I like it. A good sci-fi story. And then Uncanny Spider-Man issue 4. I'll be picking that one up. It's not on my pull list. There we go. It is now. It is now. Put Void Rivals back on. Okay, let me shout out Gunslinger Spawn 26. Written by Todd McFarlane, that's right. And Dexter Soy is doing the art. Okay, cool. I liked his art on the last issue. I thought it was really good. Nice cover there. Ooh. And a variant by Gabriel Gomez. It doesn't say who's the main cover artist there, but I can see it says, is it Z or Z? Z-E? Z-E Carlos. Z Carlos or Z Carlos. Pretty awesome. Nice cover. It like feels like it always has the same synopsis every issue of Gunslinger. Gunslinger is in hell on a mission to kill sin. Will this put an end to the Gunslinger's quest for vengeance? Only time will tell. There we go. Oh dear. No discussion on that. But you know, respect, it's been going, still going, 26 issues in. A lot of Marvel and DC series don't even last to 20 these days. So, fair play to Todd McFarlane. And let's go down to the third row. Here we go. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. So what do you reckon, Michael? Do you reckon I pick it up? Is it worth reading? You know, with me Godzilla content recently, maybe I will. You're not into the Hulk? Okay, fair enough. He's never been a character I got into when I was younger, but what was it? The Immortal Hulk, the Al Ewing run, that kind of got me into it. So yeah. And you're saying yes to Justice League and Godzilla, Kong. Okay, thanks. Whoops. I'll check it out. I must do that. So we also have Moon Knight, City of the Dead. Not very good. Sensational She-Hulk 2. The second relaunch of Sensational She-Hulk. J. Garrick Flash, Green Lantern War Journal. That surprised me. The first 2 issues have been very good. That's Green Lantern John Stewart in there. Click on there a sec. Who is Lantern Shepherd? John Stewart has had his first battle with a deadly new adversary and is infected by the Radiant Dead. Will his powers help slow the spread of this supernatural contagion, or are they transforming him into the most terrifying host imaginable? And who is the powerful young Green Lantern from within the multiverse? Lantern Shepherd. There we go. Let's have a quick scan at the covers. Main cover here. Okay. Wow, look at that. Pretty cool variants by Raza. There's a Mirko Kolak cardstock variant. Okay, sounds like Mirko's doing quite a few of the DC variants this week, sorry. And an Edwin Gallman variant. Okay, don't know the artist. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if it's doing very well or not, but I say this has been a surprise. This has been good. So, thank you for the reminder, Michael. That's cool. And there's a new Carnage issue 1 coming out, although I've actually read that. Me and Jim did a review of it because he got an early copy it was included with last week's review copies, so they didn't say there was an embargo on it, so Jim dropped his review already if you want to check it out. It was alright. Nothing really special. There wasn't enough Cletus Cassidy in it for my liking. It's been written now by Torin Grombeck. So yeah. Absolute Cassidy, says the synopsis. Every symbiote needs a host, and for Carnage there has only ever been one host who has made it feel whole, and it's time for a reunion. Don't miss this shocking and unexpected start to the next chapter of Carnage's story, one which lays the groundwork for the next Venom epic. Okay. How many variants are there? Just for a laugh, let's have a look. Good grief. 1, 2, 3. 13 variants. 13! Unbelievable, right? having a quick scope at them. That's pretty cool, actually. The Mastrazo variant. Look at that. It's a pretty nice image, you've got to say. A rose beige variant there. And the main art is, I think it's Paolo Siqueira. Is that right? Just having a quick flick through. Not so exciting, really. What else was looking good? I like this one here, the Carrie Andrews one is like a classic Spider-Man style. It's almost like a Todd McFarlane style Spider-Man cover there, isn't it? With Carnage, Venom, Spidey on there. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, it keeps going back to that one. Yeah, I like the look of that. What else? This one as well. This one caught my eye. The Shelby variant. Declan Shelby. That's pretty cool too. Okay, that's it for Carnage. Needs more Carnage. The 90s style cover is cool, isn't it, Michael? I really like that. Okie dokie. So there was a couple of indies I wanted to shout out, apart from Void Rivals issue 4. Is that right? Yeah. Oh, sorry, 6. Jeez, it's 6 already. So you've got Void Rivals 6 coming out. I wanted to shout out Dracula, the Universal Monsters Dracula issue 2. Written by James with his Tiny Onion, the 4th. And it's got art by Martin Simmons, who's got a really kind of unique style. It's a very indie style. A little bit of a Bill Sienkiewicz style, if you know what I mean. You can tell by the cover here. A painted, weird, dark, gothic style. It's cool. Limited colour palette as well. There's a variant there by, is it Francis Manapul? Oh, okay, it's quite cool. And we have a variant. Not sure, it doesn't say the artist there, but that's pretty nice. But I like the main cover. Yeah. The first issue was good. It was a bit text heavy, but I suppose you'd expect that with Dracula, because man, trying to like put that novel into a comic series, man, have you ever read it? It's this thick. The what do you call it? The unabridged copy, the unabridged version. It's really long. Surprised me. As Lucy Weston suffers from a mysterious ailment, two little pains in the throat, could it be? Dr. Seward calls upon Professor Abraham Van Helsing, and Dracula's thirst goes unquenched. There we go. Yeah. So, worth a look if you're a fan of the character, if you're a fan of the Universal Monsters. And what else was it? I think there was one more I want to shout out. We're scrolling down, going down, getting lower and lower here. Okay. Not jumping out at me, no. No, I think that's it. They're the ones I wanted to cover. Okie dokie. Where are we? This one looked quite interesting. I haven't read it yet, but just to shout one more out. A series premiere from Rick Remender. It's called The Holy Roller. This is from Image Comics, $3.99. Let's see, it's about a vigilante hero who smashes people's faces with a bowling ball. Really? Sounds completely bizarre. To care for his ailing father, pro bowler Levi Cohen is forced to quit his dream job and return to his hometown, which he soon discovers has been overrun by neo-Nazis. Oh my goodness. With only his bowling ball collection to defend himself, Levi becomes the Holy Roller, a trick bowling ball wielding Jewish superhero battling to liberate his home and bowl a perfect game against crime. Kingpin meets Inglorious Bastards, meets Batman, with equal parts action and humour in this special introductory issue with 42 full pages of story. 2 issues for the price of 1. 3 writers for the price of 1. Okay, I missed that. There's 3 writers on the title. No way. It's saying here Rick Remender, Joe Troman and Andy Samberg. And the art's by Roland Boschke. What do you think? Are you intrigued? There's the main cover. Does something different. You know, it sounds a bit bonkers. It sounds a bit fun. Ooh, cool. It's got a J.H. Williams III variant there. Excuse me. There's also a Brett Parson variant. The Holy Roller, bowling a strike for justice. Nazis are on warning. There we go. Nice. Okay. Yeah, might be worth a look. You never know. It could be good. Okay. Let me get back to you guys. Where are we? Stop sharing a second. Let's make grey. Make grey big again. Do it. Andy Samberg is writing it, says Michael Salo. I'm not really interested in another book written by a celebrity. Do you know what? It's just like over my head. I don't even know who that is. That's how out of touch I am with things. Andy Samberg? No way. So, might be worth a look, but by the sound of it, Michael, maybe not. Okay, before we wrap things up, let's have a look. Let's drop that a sec. So I'm not sharing screen. I can go to the YouTube screen here, double check. Yes. Before we finish, I wanted to cover one more thing. I want to talk a little bit about... Where are we? Here we go. I told you I've had enough of Spider-Man. Well, the main, the current series written by Zeb Wells. It's just been so, chaotic. It's been all over the place. We've not got a good, solid run under our belt, it feels like. And his sense of humour, his zany robot chicken style, which he thinks is really funny, just getting tiresome. He ranges from making Peter really depressed, like almost like suicidal, to suddenly he's fine. And I don't know, just the stories are not playing out. So I'm going to try something else. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to go back in time. Yes, that's it. That's the way to do it. I picked up the Marvel Epic, is it? The Epic collection of Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man. Now, this is the original 1970s series. The first proper, I think it's the first proper, if you don't count Marvel Team Up, the second proper Spider-Man series. Here we go. Let's go over there. Look at that. So just let me give you the date. It's got the dates of the first few issues here. The first issue dropped in December 1976. That was a cover date. Twice Stings the Tarantula. Now have a look at some of this art. The first issue was written by Jerry Conway, who's the writer and the editor on this one. It's got art by Sal Buscema. Never know how to pronounce his name. He's the artist and storyteller back in the days when they were storytellers. And Mike Emposito is the inker. Look at that. Don't you think it just looks awesome? The old style art. I've heard mixed things about Sal Buscema. People saying they either love him, or some people say, I'm not sure, he tends to do square jaws or something, but I love this. It's so bright, it's colourful, it's what I imagine is classic Spidey style. Just looks fun. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to start reviewing these. Instead of doing the main, the current Amazing Spider-Man, just like read and review something, hopefully, that's really good. Even though, of course, it's dated now. We're talking, not quite, but almost 50 years ago. How crazy is that? Like 46, 47 years ago. Mamma mia. Unbelievable, right? But yeah, looks so good. Because I got into Spidey around Amazing Spider-Man issue 300, so we're talking the mid-1980s, I think 85 or 6, around there. Just caught, the Todd McFarlane art run on it. That was so cool. The Venom story, the symbiote story, so it was great timing. I just looked into it at the right time. Yeah, I think from what I heard about this version of the Spectacular Spider-Man, it focuses more on Peter and his his life, day-to-day life, and his friends, his time is he at college school, high school or college, or what, he's working yet, I'm not sure. Some old classic villains, but yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. Do it, Gray, do it. What do you reckon? Okay, we will wrap things up because it is getting a bit here, and Mrs. Wakizashi will be finishing work soon. She'll be coming down. So, Oh, thanks, Squeaker. I appreciate it. I can't believe you're still here. I thought you'd long gone. This is so much interesting information. I would never know where to start. But it's a truly neat glimpse. Thank you. I really appreciate you watching. Spectacular Spider-Man, Michael. You're a fan, yeah? Have you read the classic? I tell you, it's one that I've never read, apart from when I was buying Amazing, and I said I think there were some stories, some classic stories like Craven's Last Hunt that went over, the 3 titles at the time. So I did pick up a few. Can't remember what numbers they were, but as I say, you're talking 1986 probably, around that time. MJ always looks so good in those comics. Yeah, right, doesn't she? Yeah, I should say, didn't she? Cooler Boola. That's awesome. Okay, so we've been going for like just about 40 minutes. That's perfect. I try and keep these around the magic 42. The answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe and everything. 42 minutes if we can. So this has been awesome. Thanks so much for watching and for chiming in the chat. I really appreciate it. I know this is a crazy early time for people. It's not the most, civilized time to be able to watch this. Dead early in the morning. Squeaker, have a great Thanksgiving holiday. You too, Michael, have a great Thanksgiving when it comes. I don't know how long you get off, but I hope you're able to catch up with friends and family, really enjoy yourself. I've got no plans, but surprisingly, it's just the way things work out. This week is a Japanese public holiday, falls on Thursday. So yeah, I can't remember what it is exactly, but yes, looking forward to that. It might be the Japanese version, so it's Labor and Thanksgiving Day, but they don't have a big celebration like there's no feast or anything like that. That's left to New Year's Day. That's the big thing here, the big New Year feast. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully I'll be able to catch some people's Thanksgiving celebrations, or some Thanksgiving stream live stream. So looking forward to that. And as I say, I hope you have a great time. Let's just catch up the chat before we finish. Thanks, Gray. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks, Squeaker. You too. I'm gonna have a great evening. Yeah, chill out. Looking forward to going to bed, to be honest, but it's only, what time is it? 8:47 p.m. here. It's not even 9 yet, and Gray's already thinking about bed. Have a great week, says Michael. Best wishes to everyone else in the chat, and to everyone who's watching on the replay. Thank you. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Great week, and yeah, looking forward to Christmas. Even though I'm in Japan, I still love it. Take care, and I hope to see you all in a future video. Now, what do we do next? Let's see. We go to the closer like this, hopefully. Michael and Squeaker, thank you so much for your memberships.